5 ways to protect your marriage or your relationship. Pay attention to this video if you don't want to lose the person that you're in a relationship with. My name is T.S. Osei. Don't forget to subscribe to T.S. Gospel. The first sure way to protect your marriage or your relationship: do not share with anybody the things that do happen in your relationship between you and your partner. The enemy will not have any access to your secrecy if it is not spoken out. Don't have anybody so-called bestie that you share with every information that do occur in your marriage or your relationship. Most of these so-called besties are agents of the devil and therefore enemies to your marriage or your relationship. All right? And before you speak to any marriage counselor, make sure you pray ahead, because most of these people are agents of the devil to break many marriages and many relationships. 99% of all the successful marriages are kept coded. Everything that happens in there. So be careful the one that you think you trust. Some people are too glued to their besties to the extent that they can even choose to lose their partners than to lose their besties. And that is your problem. The second sure way to protect your marriage or your relationship: avoid the news or the information that are coming from outside about your partner. Pay attention to the inner information more than the outside one. How the person is to you, that is how you're supposed to take the person, not how the person is to somebody else. There are some people, they are very straight and difficult to certain people, okay? But when they meet you, they are very difficult outside, but when they meet you, they are calm and they are cool. Maybe you are the person's weakness. So don't see the person because of how other people see him, but how the person is to you. That is how you're supposed to keep the person. Another sure way to protect your marriage or your relationship is by nourishing it. And the reason is that you can become apathetic. The love and the affections and the things that you have for the person can die if you don't nourish it. In fact, the marriage or the relationship must grow. It can never grow if you don't feed it. The 10 virgins in the Bible, the 5 wise were successful because they took extra oil to nourish their lamp. But the other 5 were unsuccessful because they didn't take extra oil to nourish the lamp, okay? If your car cannot go again because it doesn't have fuel, we don't buy new car, we rather buy fuel, you understand? So if your love for the person is dying, nourish the person. We don't marry another person, but we rather nourish the relationship, okay? Another sure way to protect your marriage or your relationship is that do not abandon your first love, okay? The things that you used to do from the Genesis that made the person fall in love with you, do not stop these things after you had a person in your life, okay? If it was your respect, if it was your gentility, if it was the gift that you used to buy for the person, please don't stop them. The Bible speaks about our first love. Remember your first love and do them. If you stop these things, somebody else can begin to do this thing to create confusion between the two of you, okay? If it was your beauty, please keep on being beautiful. There are some people, they were very beautiful until you married them. Since you married them, they don't want to be beautiful again, and that is a problem. Please keep on doing these things if you want to keep your marriage or your relationship. The last sure way to protect your marriage or your relationship, and this one is not the least, is transparency, okay? In fact, the Bible says that the two of you are one flesh. You become one body. All right. So everything must be clear between the two of you. Everything that you are doing, everything that is going on must be understandable. It must be clear to the two of you. If somebody else is not supposed to hear, your partner must hear. You understand? You talk about trust. There can never be trust if there's no transparency. So if you want your marriage to be successful, please make sure there is transparency in the relationship. Thank you very much for staying connected to me. My name once again is T.S. Osei. Don't forget to subscribe to T.S. Gospels, and let's meet in my next video.